Back on the National Sandbag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We're starting off top eliminator qualifying session number 4, last one of the weekend. Mark Punio's over on the near side. I believe he went a 3:01. We're going to have to double check that. But a really nice run for Mark. And Bill Peterson over on the far side had some struggles there, but first weekend out with the villain ride. So I'll keep working on it. So here comes the next pair, top eliminator. Right around as close to 2.95 seconds as possible without going faster. It's going to be Terry Crawford out of Vegas. Yabba dabba do. Top eliminator actor. Terry Crawford goes A to B. I believe it was a 3:11 ET.
We're going to run through the whole order. Fuel, alcohol, topping, kicking it off right now.
So we're in this second qualifying run of the day, but this is the final session of the weekend of qualifying for top eliminator. Next up is going to be Billy Morris in the Morris Family Racing Dragster. He'll be here in the near lane against Ron DeArtney in the Red Warrior. This will be your current number 2 and number 3 qualifiers. The top spot right now is a 2.957 from Paul Graham. Well, these guys are going to try to slip it in there, 7/1000th of a second window to try to get to the number 1 spot. So on that run, Billy Morris ran 291. .306 was the number for Ron DeArtney. So no improvement for either racer. They'll stay second and third in the order. Top eliminator qualifying. So we're going to clean the track and come back with some more top eliminator action. You're watching the National Sandbag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Alright, let me see. I got a few seconds here to go through the comments. Nope, no bonus money for qualifying, just for position on the ladder. Top eliminator, there's 13 cars, so you'll be guaranteed a buy run first round for being #1 qualifier. Yeah, definitely a better pass from Terry Crawford there. Fast fours, they'll be out probably an hour, I'm going to say. We're going to run top eliminator, top fuel, top alcohol, and then we'll be at the fast fours. So top fuel scheduled for 5:45. We're starting a little early with TE, so I'm not sure exactly how the run order is going to go, but I'm assuming we're going to have a bit of a break between TE and top fuel. Beautiful day here in Southern California. Sun's starting to head down, it's cooling down a little bit. It's going to really cool down once the sun goes all the way down, but we got a bit of an afternoon breeze kicking up, as you can see by the flags down track. Nice crosswind, but definitely the wind has helped out today from being too miserable. So we'll be back with some more action here in just a moment. Top eliminator, last qualifying session. Everybody going for the top spot. 2.95 is the index in this class. Right now, the #1 qualifier is 2.95 with a 7. So you have to run 295.6, somewhere between 295.6 and 295.0 to steal the top spot away from Paul Graham. A lot of these guys are very capable of doing that. So this should be an interesting session. Like I said, #1 qualifier not only gives you bonus points, but also a potential buy run in round 1. Tractors are heading back, so our next period will be starting up here pretty quick. So to recap, you're watching the National Sandbag News live stream presented by Good Vibration Motorsports. We're at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the 2017 SCSDA Hammer Down Nationals. Really good crowd here. Spectator crowd is filling up pretty good as we get ready for the Saturday Night Thunder show. Next up, it's going to be Dave Huffman in the Blowing Alcohol Jeep up against Damon Hall, the runner out of Bosque Farms, New Mexico, in the Cranky Fiat. Unfortunately, the Rossi Badge Toy team is not here this weekend. I'm sure we'll see them in Avenal here in a couple weeks. There we go. Dave Huffman in the near lane, Damon Hall in the far lane. So Damon Hall on the far side goes 321, 344 for Dave Huffman over here on the near side. So 321 for Damon Hall, 344 over here on the near side for Dave Huffman. No improvement for either driver in the qualifying order. Couple consistent cars though as we head to race day on Sunday. Next up is going to be the Sand Bomber, Jeff Liston out of Vegas. He'll be up against Paul Taylor, out of control, out of Bakersfield. The Taylor team on the far side of the track. Paul's best run of the weekend so far has been a 301 with a 9. But we know he's very capable of sliding in a 295 pass, so this ought to be very interesting. And Jeff Liston in the Sand Bomber, he'll be over on the far side. His best is 310 so far for the weekend. So Paul Taylor near lane, Jeff Liston far lane, top eliminator. So we had 310 for Jeff Liston. I'm not sure what Paul Taylor ran. I couldn't hear over here what the number was. So we're finishing up top eliminator qualifying here today. Watching the National Sandbag News live stream presented by Good Vibration Motorsports. Cleaning the track up for some more top eliminator action as we finish up qualifying here. We're at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the 2017 SCSDA Hammer Down Nationals. So Paul Taylor was 298 on that last run. So 298 for Paul. So that'll put him, it'll either be third or fourth. We'll have to look at the small numbers on that one, because I know Ron DeArtney's also in at a 98. So one will be third and one will be fourth when the final order shakes out. So we are... So we should have 4 more cars left here in top Eliminator qualifying. So just hang on for a minute, guys. We'll be back when we're top Eliminator qualifying. So we want to give a big shout out to everybody checking in. We got 21 viewers currently. Yep, Jeff Liston with the small block there. He's using a little different tune-up on it this weekend, trying a few things, so they're sneaking up on it. You're in at 310 the last 2 passes, so see what he can do in eliminations tomorrow. Should be interesting though. We got 4 cars left in the lanes. Well, it should be 4. I can't exactly see over there, but I know we got Mark Whitmore and Craig Brewster coming up next. Both cars are definitely capable of moving up in the qualifying order. So to recap, we are at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the 2017 SCSDA Hammer Down Nationals. You're watching the National Android News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Be sure to go to goodvibesracing.com for your high performance mail order needs. As well as go to their Facebook page at Good Vibrations Motorsports. Nice crowd rolling in for the Saturday Night Thunder show. We got Craig Brewster coming up on the near side and Mark Whitmore on the far lane. anyways, a couple of good passes there. Unfortunately, we can't hear the numbers on this side of the track, so don't know what they are. We'll have to tell you later in the qualifying order how they did. We have no scoreboards this weekend, so a little bit of things a little difficult on us. Yeah, definitely disadvantaged, but a couple of good runs there for Craig Brewster and Mark Whitmore. And here comes the next pair. It's going to be your number one qualifier, Paul Graham. Top field should be up in about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or so. Fast fours will be up a little later on. Yeah, Mario and Chris will both be running, I'm assuming. Now the order's a little different today. We're doing top eliminator, then top fuel, top alcohol, and then I believe the fast fours will be up then. There we go, Paul Graham and Tristan Graham, father and son. Paul over here on the near side, Tristan in the far lane. So 295.5 for Paul Graham, so he improves his 295.7 by 2,000, and he will be your number one qualifier going into race day. 295.5 for Paul Graham, 326 for Tristan Graham. Some really good runs that round in top eliminator. And now next we're going to move to either top fuel or top alcohol. I'm not sure which. Top fuel is scheduled to run next, but I only see one car in the lane, so not sure what the game plan is there. But you are watching the National Sandbag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We are at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for 300-foot sandbag racing during the SCSDA Hammer Down Nationals. Really good crowd here this weekend. A lot of people over here on this side, spectators. A lot of spectators over there on the other side on the hill in the spectator seating area. A really, really nice turnout this weekend. They're getting ready for the Saturday Night Thunder Show. So we'll be back here in just a little bit with the next group of cars. some more cars. It looks like Pedro Villa and the Express is going to come out next. This top alcohol dragster. Let me take a little look here at the comments. We're at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the 2017 SCSDA Hammer Down Nationals. Getting ready for top alcohol, their final qualifying, or actually I got two more. So qualifying session 3 for top alcohol. Your number 1 qualifier is Jake Morton. He'll be coming out in the near lane in the Morton Racing top alcohol dragster. And he'll be facing off against Pedro Villa in the brand new Express dragster for the Villa Express team. We should have 4, either going to be 3 or 4 entries. Yeah, it should be 4 entries coming out here for top alcohol. And then we're going to go to top fuel. See the top fuel cars rolling into the lane. So top alcohol will be next, and then top fuel. Top alcohol. Jake Morton near lane, Pedro Villa far lane. So it looks like Pedro Villa left way early on that one, and then Jake Morton took off not long after. So no time on either side, it looks like, and we'll get ready for the next pair. It's going to be Derek Belkunis and Jim Hammond. The next pair towing out to start up. going to be Derek Balkunis in the Larry Minor Motorsports Jeep. Up against Jim Hammond, April's Dream out of Ontario, California. Be our next pair down the track in top alcohol qualifying.
You won't get sprayed on from this end.
So Jim Hammond's your number 2 qualifier at the moment, and Derek Balkunis. Derek's sitting number 4. I'm sure you're looking for their first full pass of the week, and Derek had a wild ride last night. Car went right to the center, got up on 2 wheels, and he was able to save it, fortunately. So Derek Balkunis and Jim Hammond. Top alcohol qualifying. So we're waiting for the top end to clear as they tow Jake Morton off. It looks like they have them towed off the end of the track. So next pair, ready to go. Top alcohol qualifying here at the SCSDA Hammer Down National, Soboba Casino, San Jacinto, California. Come on out if you're in the area. So, Jim Hammond on the far side went 266. over here on the near side, Derek Balkunis, he went to the right again and had to pedal it, did some fancy driving, but ended up in one piece. Not sure what the numbers were on his side. So 266 for Jim Hammond and Derek Balkunis going down through there. So they'll have one more session tonight for top alcohol, and we'll see how the order ends up. So you're watching the National Sandjag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We're at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. So up next should be Top Fuel qualifying session number 2 of the weekend for those guys. 3 teams elected to just run the late session yesterday. Well, we'll see if they can all improve in this session. So let everybody know. Be sure to like and share this video. Let them know Top Fuel's coming out here in just a few minutes. Top Fuel will be next, and then we'll go to Fast Fours and then Pro Mod. End up this session. So we are cleaning the track up here and getting ready for Top Fuel qualifying. Let me go back over here so I can see the comments. Yep, Larry Miner, he was on the starting line there with his son-in-law Derek, running the Larry Miner Motorsports Jeep. So be sure to share and let everybody know Top Fuel's coming up here in the next few minutes. Great crowd here this weekend. You can see a pretty jam-packed spectator area over on the hill over on the other side. And it is packed over here on this side of the track as well. You can see all the people lining the edge of the fence over here. So really, really nice spectator crowd here with the Southern California Sandjag Association. Having a blast, says Jay Jano. Absolutely. Great to see Jay back out here in the Jano Racing Dragster, running in the Pro Gambler Pro 1 class. first, we're going to have your number 1 qualifier so far, Matthew Ludlow in the Coldwater Kid Top Fuel Dragster out of Litchfield Park, Arizona for Arizona Air Compressor, FS Curtis. The whole team coming out here. Crew Chief John Allman. They ran a personal best 2:23 last night. Just sit atop the qualifying order. And they're going to be up against Dennis Reich in the Hammer Down Hemi Top Fuel Dragster, your world record holder, with the 2.20. Dennis out of Carlsbad, California. Dennis and the team coming out here. Got to give a big shout out to Dennis for all his efforts this weekend on the Hammer Down Nationals. It's been an awesome weekend so far, and it's just getting good right now. So Dennis has got a great team there with the fuel car. We'll see what they can do. They had a lot of work to do after last night's run. They put a new engine in the car for today, and we'll see what they can do. We got Dennis's Dooner, Larry Minor Chief tow vehicle. Gotta love it. Top fuel right here at the Hammer Down Nationals. Got his son Brant in the Jeep. Getting ready. Top fuel qualifying session number 2 this weekend. Both teams getting ready to start. They're clearing them out, making sure there's no fuel in the cylinders when they fire it. So we'll see what these guys can do. Dennis over here on the left side, Matthew Ludlow over on the right side. Top fuel. Second qualifying session of the weekend. See what they can do. So 245 was the number for Matthew Ludlow, 249 the number for Dennis Reich on that run. Like a lot of wheel speed for Dennis over here on this side. Couldn't really tell what happened on the other side for the Ludlow team, but give Dennis some data to tune for the next session. 249 for Dennis, 245 for Matthew Ludlow. So a good A to B run for both cars. They putting on a big time show here for this crowd. Huge crowd out here. So they're going to go back and service both cars, and they'll be back for the night session, which they'll probably run about 8 o'clock or so. So you are watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibration Motorsports. We are at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California, for the 2017 SCSDA Hammer Down Nationals. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We got one more field car to go in this session. Good looking run for both cars. So we'll be back here in just a little bit with more qualifying action from the Hammer Down Nationals. So the tractors are down at the end, they're making the turn, and they'll be back here in just a moment. We finish out top field qualifying session number 2 for the weekend.
Yeah, I came here because I didn't have a ride out there. I wish you would be up earlier.
Alright folks, we're getting ready for top fuel. Marcus Norris coming up on the far side. Marcus and the Worldwide Insurance Services team. His dad Pat Norris, tuner Glenn Micris. It's going to be interesting to see what they can put down in this session. They did a great job here at the last event, the #1 qualifier, and so we'll see. They've been in the 20s. We'll see if they can lay down a 20 right here. So the team getting ready to start up. They got to hook the starter on and get the power to it. And we'll see Marcus Norris, top fuel. Okay, they're going to fire it here in just a moment. So top fuel, Marcus Norris over on the far side. Top fuel qualifying. So unfortunately, no time for Marcus Norris there. They had a little issue with the tree, and but they'll be back for the session this evening. See if they can throw down a big number in the little better conditions. So up next is going to be fast fours. So we're at the Soboba Casino, San Jacinto, California. National Sandway News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Watching qualifying right here. We get ready for eliminations tomorrow. Yeah, fast fours qualifying coming up here shortly. It's like Daniel King's in his car ready to go. So we'll be back in just a moment with fast fours qualifying. we're waiting for the top end to clear, and we'll be back with Fast Fours qualifying. I believe we have 8 entries in the Fast Fours class this weekend, so really good turnout. Great to see the 4-cylinder guys here in full force. And the animal control drags are over here on the near side, up against Sally Rasmussen over on the far side. The Poison Ivy dragster. I believe there's 8 total entries in the Fast Fours class this weekend. We had 7 run yesterday, and then Mario Tavares didn't make it up here in a qualifying session, so that would make it 8 cars. So a couple of full passes there for Daniel King and Sally Rasmussen. Unfortunately, I can't hear announcer Dan the Man, so I'm not sure exactly what the numbers were. We don't have scoreboards working this weekend, so making it a little tough on us. It looked like Daniel had a good launch, and then the car kind of fell off in the middle of the track, so I'm not sure if he bettered his 307 from earlier or not. It looked like it was probably pretty close to that. And Sally Rasmussen, she had some issues down track as well. But a couple of good runs for those teams. Good to see both of them out and doing some racing here this weekend. I'm sure they'll be back for the final session tonight. We'll try to move up in the order. I believe Daniel's sitting 3rd right now in qualifying, so. We always love seeing the animal control team out here. We're going to clean the track and come back with more Fast Fours qualifying.
What's up, sir? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
guys, so we are getting ready for more Fast Fours qualifying. So tractors are coming back. Second one's at about the finish line. So got some more action here in just a moment at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. So here we go. First pair out is going to be Don Minkle, be here in the near lane, up against Lance K out of Hawaii. Lance Ka'aina, the Hawaiian racer in the crazy coconut car. He'll be over on the far side. And Don Minkle from right here in the Hemet area. I believe this is the old Bad News car, Taylor Brewer. So I believe Dan said that Lance ran a 303 over on the far side. Don Minkle having some trouble at the hit again. Been trying to sort that car out this weekend. But, we've seen it run fast in the past, so. I believe Robert Skidmore's up next. It'll be the last car this session from what I understand. Unless somebody rolled up here in the last couple minutes. It is temperature-wise probably in the high 70s right now. Sun's starting to go down. It's cooling off a little bit. But I'm sure it'll be, the air will be much better for the night session coming up here in a little bit. So here it is. Robert Skidmore will be in the far lane. Mario Tavares in the Potter entry will be in the near lane. Couple of contenders here. Skidmore always throwing down good numbers, and so is Mario. Mario's a big speed car running over 125 miles an hour regularly. Beautiful car. So 288 for Robert Skidmore over on the far side. And Mario Tavares, he had a large explosion over here on the near side. Saw a lot of flame there. He's out of the car. So good deal for Mario. He's out of the car, looks to be A-okay. That was a rather large boom about half track there for the Potter entry. So tough break for the Potter team. We'll see if they can continue on this weekend. We hope it was not as big of an issue as it seemed, and they'll be able to get back tomorrow. That would be great. Love seeing that team out here. They put down some good numbers all the time. So hang out, guys, for a little bit. You're watching the National Sand Drag News live stream from the Soboba Casino, San Jacinto, California. We'll be back. Pro Mods coming up next. Pro Mod. track. The tractors are making the turn down at the end. We take a shot here. Let's see if we can get a good look at it. Neil Rideout took this awesome shot right when the when things went wrong for Mario Tavares down there. Let go pretty good there. You can see out of the front. So definitely a big time boom there. Tough break for the Tavares and Potter team. Well, I'm sure they'll regroup and be back better than ever for sure. So I believe Pro Mod's up next. Yeah, I'm not sure what Chris is going to do. I believe, I just heard a little while ago that they hurt the car last night, and they're either fixing it, coming back, or they're done. So I'm not sure on that yet, but we'll see. They definitely are not running this session for the VW Paradise team, but they are your number one qualifier still. So up next, it will be Pro Mod. Neil has got it going on. Neil reading the comments over Neil Rideout is the man. That's all there is to it. The tractors are coming back.
I gotta get some tractor love. I still can't run it.
There you go. So we've got Pro Mod, and then we're going to take a little break from the live stream. We got some Pro Bracket time trials, and then we'll be back for the session later on. Probably, I'm going to say about an hour or so. A little over an hour, we'll be back. So probably about 7:15 to 7:30 Pacific time, we'll be back for the final qualifying session for Fast Fours, Pro Mod, Top Alcohol, and Top Fuel. Yeah, unfortunately, the description of boom was quite accurate. So Mario definitely had a big boom down there. But he got hopped out of the car just A-okay, so good deal for that. Mario was okay. That was quite a concussion. Like Neil said, he was standing down there right on the fence, right on the guardrail when he went by, and it was a pretty big concussion. So tough break for them, but here we go. We're fired up. Pro Mod coming out. They have Derek Balkunis in the Larry Minor Motorsports Jeep. Derek shut her off there. It looked like, wow, really good save there. One of the folks trackside spotted a large rock in the middle of the track there in the left lane, so they removed it, which is kind of really odd for this the surface here. There's not much. You see very few rocks in the actual soil, the racetrack soil. So good call on that, catching it, and they're going to remove it, and they'll get Derek started back up to make his pass. I haven't heard it yet. I think he said 276, but not sure there. Derek had a really good pass. We're gonna get word over here in just a minute so we can find out what Derek ran there. That was a really good full pass for Eliminator Motorsports Jeep. So we'll know here in just a moment what the number was. We got the man on the case, Junior Alamut, our Hawaiian friend, ran across to find out what the number was. 286. 86? Yep. 286 was the number for Derek Balkunas. 286. So good run for Derek and the Larry Minor Motorsports team.
Reporting for a news center or something?
Yeah, National SCSDA News. We're live right now online. Yeah.
You know the history behind the villain that's coming up?
Yeah. That's cool. Very cool.
Here it comes.
So here we go. Bill Peterson coming out for another pass in the villain. Bill Peterson making a full pass there. Best pass so far, first weekend out behind the wheel of it, so definitely making progress, heading in the right direction. Great to see the villain back out here and the Peterson crew resurrecting it. They raced that car back in the 70s in top fuel with dual tires on it and brought it back out to have some fun. So anyways, that's it for right now on the National SCSDA News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We'll be back probably in about 45 minutes to an hour for the next qualifying session. Thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back in a little bit.